Another system that we're talking about is the self-retracting lanyard. We've talked about 3 fall arrest subsystems. We've talked about the shock absorbing lanyard. Now we're going to talk about the self-retracting lanyard. This is a device that's mechanical in nature. It has either webbing or cable that will pull out, it'll retract back up into the system, and then if you happen to fall, it's going to lock and then it's going to stop you with the same amount of force as a shock absorbing lanyard. That is, limiting that force to under 900 pounds. The basic components of a self-retracting lanyard are going to be the anchor part up at the top that we can connect to our anchorage connector, typically using an anchorage connector like a carabiner. We've also got some form of line. Attached to that line is going to be a snap hook. In this case, we've got a load indicator on the snap hook, and what this is showing us is that this system has been deployed in an actual fall arrest. It elongated this load indicator to let us know if we were a worker picking this up that this has been involved in a fall and we'd need to pick up another product. All right, another configuration for the same product would be either a smaller unit or a larger unit. This incorporates the same aspects that we have within the cable unit. We've got a connector at the top. We've got a load indicator, in this case, in the top of the unit. We also have the lanyard that pulls out under tension, and we've got our connector. This is going to operate the same way, and that is when I fall with this under tension, it's going to lock and it's going to stop me. One caution that you need to take is you need to make sure that you read the label, because that label is going to give you the activation distance for the systems, and sometimes that can vary between 24 inches up to 54 inches depending on the type of product that you have. So you got to make sure you've got the clearance below you to use this type of product. Another thing we have to be careful of is the swing fall. So if I have this mounted up above me and I start walking way out away from the unit, I have to keep in mind that this is going to add distance when I come to fall, because this isn't going to stop until the line starts moving out of the unit. So if I'm out 20 feet, but I'm only 10 feet above the surface that I'm working on, I've got too much line out, I'm still going to hit the ground. So we have to make sure that we use this equipment in accordance with the manufacturer's guidelines. One of the subsystems that we've talked about for fall arrest is the self-retracting lanyard. So in this fall demo that we're going to do right now, we're using the same 220-pound test torso, and we're going to drop it using the SRL. And what we're going to notice is the same amount of control. We're going to reduce the force to the same force of under 900 pounds. The only difference is going to be is it's going to travel a lot less as a result of the fall. So let's go ahead and do the drop. So as you can see, it stops it really fast. So if we have a very short amount of distance below the worker, we can use this system in which to stop him. It provides the same amount of shock absorption as we had with the other systems. So when we look at our load cell, we're going to see that we had 600 pounds of force, which is well under the 900 pounds of force that we had.